He arranged to meet Rav next week at his factory, but then he's then to phone me back, asked me to come to his house instead. He seems like a little bit, I don't know, off or, you know, like a little bit wary, like as if he's got something on his mind, but it could just be overthinking. So then Tosh rings me the next morning. What are you up to, lads? I said, no, I'm just tidying the gaff up here getting around. He said, yeah, have you spoke to Levington? I said, no, why? He said, haven't you heard what he's done? I said, oh, lad, no, why, what's he done? He said, he's robbed his kid and then dropped him on the step. I said, who? He said, the lad who works for Dicho. I said, who? The lad who's the limo? He went, yeah. I said, are you messing? He said, why has he even rang him? He said he didn't, lad, he went to some birds and the lad lives next door to theirs. So as he pulled up, the lad was on the step, so he's seen Levy and let onto him. I'm like, and? He said to them, what's happened is Levy was smoking a joint in the bird's garden, whoever the bird is, and he's heard the lad next door on his phone talking graft, saying, I've got this for you or whatever, and I'll put it in the leggy box, because there's no lock on the leggy box door, and it doesn't lock, so just when you get here, grab it because we've got to go out. So then the lad's gone out, and where they live, it's like a little arch tunnel thing that like goes in between the houses, and then they both have to walk down it to get to the back gates, so like the back gates are next to there. So I'm like, yeah. He said, and what's happened as soon as he's gone out, Levy's gone on and grabbed it. I'm like, oh lad, are you messing? I said, well, how does he know it's him? He said he doesn't, but he must have just like got on it because Levy was there. So what's happened is he knocked on the house and just ended up arguing with Levy, so Levy just put him out, just put him clean out. And I'm like, lad, are you messing? Who's my mate? I said, lad, come to mine now and I'll ring Levy now. So rings Levy. Levy's like, yes, Scouse, what's happening, lad? I'm like, you tell me, lad, what have you done to the coach get after? He said, lad, he knocked at some birds. I wasn't being proper G, so I dropped him. I said, what do you mean? He knocked at some birds. So why is he knocking at some birds? Just out the blue to be cheeky to you. He said, well, I don't know, lad. I said, lad, what do you mean? I don't know. I said, so he's just knocked at that house just to argue you. He said, well, lad, basically, yeah. I'm like, lad, basically, no. Basically, no. You robbed his stash at the leggy box. That's why he's knocked. Levy's like, who spoke to Tosh? So I said, obviously, lad. He's like, oh, lad, he's mad. He's a proper grass him, lad. I'm like, where are you? He said, I'm in the Mackey's drive-thru, do you want him? I said, yeah. I said, get Tosh something soon, come to mine. He's like, what do you want? I said, get 2 large big tasty meals with strawberry milkshakes and a box of 20 nuggets for me and Tosh. Lad, don't forget the barbecue sauce, lad. And get Tosh that snide sweet curry sauce he loves. But defo, don't forget my barbecue sauce, lad. Or I want the nuggets or the fries without it. He's like, yeah, I know you won't, lad. I'm a moment, I'll sort it. So Tosh turns up, I'm like, what's that? And Levy's on the way with a Mackey's for us. He said, did you tell him I told you about the limo? I said, no. I said, he knew as soon as I asked him. I said, he knew you were going to tell me, didn't he? He said, do you know what I mean? He said, you're a grass lad. So Levy turns up and we're all eating our skin at the big table, just laughing at what Levy's done, do you know what I mean? Levy said to me, has Dicho rang you? I said, nothing know, lad. I said, the number he's got, that number's been up for a few days. I said, I'll go and turn it on in a minute and see what's happening. I'll go up and have a look. So finished the scan, goes upstairs, gets his phone, turns it on. 3 missed calls and 4 messages from Dicho. Proper cheeky though. And I mean like, proper cheeky though, where you're just like, who are you talking to, do you know what I mean? First message like, lad, your mate's a rat, he's robbed such and such. Then the next one's like, why are you blanking me? Then the next one's like, lad, you better phone me. And then the last one's like, watch what happens. So I thought, you cheeky little... So I showed Tosh and Levin, said, I'll ring him now. So I rings Dicho, he's like, hello. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, hello, lad? I said, do you think you're talking to me? Like, that sends me a message saying I'm blanking and watch what happens. Why was it blanking? My phone's been off. He said, Levy's Robbie. I said, so what's that got to do with me, you muppet? You're both fully grown men. What are you ringing me for with an attitude, leaving all messages and that? You little melt. Think I'm arsed that Levy's robbed you? I'm not arsed, lad. Who are you, lad, to phone me up like that and leave messages? Who are you talking to like that anyway? Tell me what happens. Why? What's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. Yeah, nothing's going to happen, lad. Come and show me what's going to happen to me, you a rat. Speak to me like that, lad. Tell you what, get in the bowlies, lad. Get in the park and I can be there in 20 minutes. Messaging me what happens because of Levy. Who are you talking to, lad? So Dicho's flat because he knows he's in the wrong and he's like trying to apologise and all that, but it's too late, you know what I mean? We're having that, taking your anger out on me because Levy's robbed some mushroom grafter. So Levy's shouting, get the park, lad, and bring your mates too. Tell your mate to want to straightener. Tosh is like, here we go again, it's 11:30 in the morning. And now, lad, I just got up, what's going on here? So now Dicho's flat and he's like, oh, lad, I'm sorry about that, you know, Scouse was fuming, lad. I said, so what, lad? I said, I'm not after for fuming, lad. I said, what are you on about, lad? And I'm thinking in my head, you know what? He's definitely getting put out for that. You know, that approach was just wrong on so many levels. Just all in as fast as he wants and all that. Just like, what's happening, what's happening? So I mean, what even me? As if, lad. So I said on the phone, lad, tell your mate Levy wants him to straighten there and meet us on the park at the bowlies for 1 o'clock. He's like, sound, lad, sound. So I puts the phones on, says to Levy, it's always you, lad, just bringing shit to me. Day after day, week after week, month after month, lad, and now I've got to put him out for that. And I'm thinking, there's no coming back from that. You know, he is me mate, but he's not that much of a mate where you can just speak freely to me like that, like I'm from Bellend. So now I know there's no way I'm not going to smack him a few times. Defo, I'm, do you know what I mean? So I said to him, lad, you waste him. So Levy says, Levy, you waste him, and I'll waste Dicho. Tosh phone Robbie and get him here for 12:30 in case anyone else with him, just does 4 will go. So Robbie turns up, he's just ready, like, yes, the fame, what's happening? So I told him. Robbie says to Levy, lad, I should have just known it was you. You're wet one, it's always you. What you get off him? Levy's like, lad, it was only an ogle once someone. And I'm like, really, lad? Really? You are a proper muppet, lad. And Levy's like, but lad, he can't prove it was me, so who would he even talking to? They're only bellends. And I'm like, lad, Dicko's my mate, and I've got to waste him because he spoke to me like that because of you, what you did again. So he's like, I don't know, lad. So gets the park and Dicko and that kid and some of the lads there. So there's 3 of them and 4 of us. But it's going to be fair fights all the way. We're not rats. So I said to Tosh, stay out of this one, lad. Stay in the car. He's like, sound, I'll build a few drinks from the way back then. So he jumps out, walks over to him. Levy just wastes his kid. Now Dicko comes over to me like was sound and says, oh, I'm sorry, puts his hands up, just gone bang and just put him out, right? So he's just like, he's just like picking his chin up off the floor. And I said to him, lad, that's just for thinking that that's acceptable, lad. You should have spoke to me first before taking it to that level. Call yourself a mate, lad, you proper cheeky little runt. Now Dicko knows him right, so he hasn't reacted, you know what I mean? So as he's just picking himself off the floor, he puts his hands up to shake hands, so I said, oh, go on then, lad. So I just shook his hands and forget about it now, but lad, don't speak to me like I'm one of your grafters, lad, you know what I mean? Levy's just wasted other kid. And as like we've been Levy turning around, Robbie's like half flirting with this lad. And Levy's like, Robbie, what are you doing? What are you doing? But the kid who Robbie was talking to, he didn't want nothing to do with it. And he never showed no sign of aggression. So I just said, yeah, don't let him, just leave him now, do you know what I mean? It's sorted. He'll probably have to drive them home only because they're not going to be able to drive. Why are they looking at the kid for them, lad? So I said to Dicko, see you later, lad. I said, Robbie, Levy, let's go. So he bails back to the car and gets off. Tosh is driving Levy's car and he built 2 for us ready. So I've blazed one and Levy's blazed one. So then the kid phones me and he's like, lad, that's landed that. And it was a boxer Marky in Leeds, but he's been banned from driving for whatever reason. So I thought I'd fly up to him, so rings Marky.
Yes, Scouse, my boy, hope you're good, brother. Yeah, so that's landed. Come down whenever, bro. If you can get to me, mate, it'd be appreciated. And we'll go for some scran and we'll go have a gauge and that, my boy. What you saying? Yeah? Good. Good house family and that all good, mate, yeah? Custy. Right, I'll sort everything up this end, mate, and you just let me know when you're up and on way. We'll sort it, pal.
So I told him it's landed and I'll bring it to him. He's like, sound. So it's about 2:30 now. Gets back to mine, says to Levy and Tosh and Robbie, who's coming with me? Who's coming with me to Leeds? They're like, we can't, lad, you told us we have to do that today. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that. Sound. Let me know when you've sorted it and don't be arguing with each other like little kids all day, do you know what I mean? And Levy's just whispering to Robbie, it's Robbie the Quiro. I mean, so I just burst all laughing and Robbie fuming again. Phone's the Crip and I'm like, lad, I'll be up for that soon. So Dave got off, so he runs up, gets a shower, gets changed and flies to Crips to grab the parcel and flies down to Leeds. So meets Marky and his, must be about 5:30 and we're all sorted. I've passed him the box, he's passed me 15 grand. The rest of it's on bail for a day or two, but he's sound, no, do you know what I mean? No, he's all day, no problems at all. He says, lad, we're going for a steak scan, are you coming? I'm like, yeah, because I had net since before 12, do you know what I mean? So I was starving by now. So I said, tell your mates we'll meet them there and we'll come round in my car, lad. And he's like, come on, sound. So he jumps in my car. We go to meet these Leeds divisions in the steak gaff and they have this like big deal on where if you eat the scran it's free. You've got to eat in like 45 minutes or something. It's like this big massive steak. I'm not even joking, off looking at it, looked like it was about a Kia steak, do you know what I mean, or not far off it, proper heavy scran. So I've killed mine and Marky's got a bit left, so I'll vet his too. So mine and his are free and this other kid's ate his as well, so his is free. So the others just got half dead, my teeth were killing, my jaw was killing, right, and I mean like proper heavy. This fella comes over with a t-shirt and the camera, he's like, here's your t-shirt for the challenge, can I put your pictures on the challenge wall? I'm like, no mate, I'm sorry for that, you know, not getting my face plastered all over some steak gaff all that I completed the challenge t-shirt, messing on you, lad. But one of the Leeds division said signed and wet one. His picture's still on the wall now. So he gets back in the car and I felt proper sick, honestly. I ate that much steak, I was nearly mooing. I felt like I was going to start mooing like a cow. Proper heavy scran. So drops Marky off, gets off to mine and gets in mine about 8:30. By this time the scran settled though, so thought it's been a rough day, why not? Pours a little brandy, knocks 2 fat stripes up. First stripe of the day, you've got to have one up each nostril, haven't you? That's just a law, innit? So next thing Zeg rings me. So I'm chatting away to him for about an hour, sitting at the table on loudspeaker, just having a little laugh on the stripe, telling him what's going on. And he's just like, lad, Levy, again. I said, I know. He said, lad, Levy won't do none of this wedding, will he? I'm like, no, lad, you're messing around. He's not like that type of person, lad. He just does things stupidly, but he wouldn't like dream of wrecking your wedding, lad. Do you know what I mean? It's not like that. So we're just talking away. And we're arranging a stag do. A stag do's going to be in Amsterdam, I think. That's where we're going with it, do you know what I mean? So as I'm on the phone to Degsy, the phone starts bleeping. It's Rav trying to get through to me. So I said to Degsy, lad, here's Rav, I'll bell you back.
Nah, Scouse, it's sound, it's alright, bro. I'll catch up with you in a bit. I've got to take my fiance to the pictures tonight, Anna. Fiance, bro, it sounds crazy saying that.
I'm like, lad, you had to throw the fiance part in, didn't you? You just had to, lad. But he's all made up and that, you know what I mean? So I said to me, I'll get on me tomorrow then. So by the time I got off the phone, Rav's gone. He's been a tenancy machine. So pours a bevy and just does a big fat stripe, do you know what I mean? Just thought, right, let's see what Rav wants. So phones Rav up. I'm like, yes, Rav, what's happening, lad? You alright? He's like, yeah, I'm alright, Scouse, I'm alright. He said, Scouse, any chance you come tomorrow instead? I've got some news about Dennis. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, shit, what's going on here? I thought, have we made any mistakes, or has he been identified, or whatever, do you know what I mean? I don't know, so I thought, where did Troy put them teeth? I thought, no way, because I can remember them, do you know what I mean? Like, last time I seen the teeth, he was talking to me. So I says to Rav, yeah, mate, no worries, I'll be up tomorrow, and I'll be with Tosh. Now, Rav likes Tosh, so it's sound. I was like, can Tosh come to yours, or do you want to meet somewhere else? He's like, oh, yeah, well, meet me somewhere else then. He said, meet me at the Chinese gaff, and we'll all go for a scran. I said, sound. I said, 8 o'clock. I said, lad, 8 o'clock, we'll be at that gaff. He's like, sound, push the phones on. So I rings 3. I'm like, lad, something's come back on that. I don't know what it is, or if anything it is, do you know what I mean? I don't know, like, what's going on, because Rav's phoning me up and all that. I said, what did you do with Dennis's teeth? And he just said to me, proper calm, like it's normal. I've got Dennis's teeth here. I brought them home. I'm like, what? He said, I brought them home to keep. And I'm like, lad, I don't even know what to say to that, do you know what I mean? What are you supposed to say to that? But in my head, I'm thinking, well, that's sound, as long as they're being found by plods, you know what I mean? He's like, they're in my outhouse on the shelf. I'm just like, sound, lad. So I ring Tosh. Lad, come to Rav's tomorrow with me, and we'll go to that Chinese gaff for a scan. He's like, sound, mate. I said, be at mine for about 3:30, lad, because we're going to get there for 8. He's like, sound. So it's all sorted, and I'm thinking, wonder what's being said there. So the next day he gets up, goes to the gym, meets Levy and Robbie in the gym. Tosh is nowhere to be seen, probably reinstating some birds last night off his barn. So then we go for the scan after the gym, in the cafe where we normally go. Gets off, and he goes home. Thought I'll have a little hour, I feel proper tired here. So goes to sleep and wakes up about 3 o'clock. I'm like, I'm going to be late here. So runs up, gets a shower, gets changed, then Tosh knocks. You ready? I'm like, no, come in a second, lad. He's like, sounds. He comes in, just talking to him, and like I'm telling him what Rav said, and I'm thinking Rav must know something about Dennis, but I don't know what. He's like, yeah, well, we'll just have to play cool, see what he knows. Now, Rav isn't stupid, he's far from it, so he could just be fishing for info, dipping his toe in, do you know what I mean, seeing what he gets out of it. But I'm onto that, so I know not to say anything, because if he finds out I did that, it could go either way. Or if Dennis's other mates find out, they'll probably be looking at it, won't he? You know, I don't doubt for a second, and to be fair, you don't really want big angry jock frames on your case, just like for wasting the boss, do you? Doesn't matter who you are. I've got major problems if he finds out, or even suspect it's me. So sets off up the road with Tosh. We're in Tosh's car because I'm still half tired, so I don't really want to drive for like 3.5 hours, do you know what I mean? Get to the Chinese gaff and meets Rav, and he's just different. Not in a bad way, but he's just different. He says they found Dennis in a warehouse, burnt to a crisp with 2 other lads. I said, did you, lad? Yeah, probably the Cockney's firm. He just looks me dead in the eye while he's eating a scan and says, no, sir, it wasn't the Cockney firm, it was you and Troy, because there was another person in the warehouse. He was out the back, and he stayed hidden when he heard the gunshot. I said, shut up, lads, what are you on about? He said, Scousey, you don't need to lie to me. I know it was you and I know it's Troy, because Dennis left his phone in the house. He said, and I've got the phone. He said, I've took the phone. I've got Dennis's phone. I've seen the video, but I deleted it and wiped it. I've wiped the phone properly, so there's no video, it's nothing like that. He said, but I know quite well it was you. So it's time for the truth. It's time to start talking, lad. So the game's defo up, or he wouldn't even know any of that. And he said the lad in the back was watching and seeing me and Troy, and Rav told me that what I was wearing and what Troy was wearing. So he defo knows what I'm supposed to say. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to say? Whatever I do say next can be the difference between life and death. Probably all to just put Rav to bed and hope for the best. So Tosh looks at me with this look. He knows quite well what I'm thinking. It's weird, he just knew what I was thinking. And he knows I'm now in a world of shit. Now, the lad who's seen me doesn't know me, but he's heard my voice. And known from the Scouse firms ever met Dennis except for me. And as for Troy, he's known anyway. So Troy's defo being blew up, and it's a no-brainer if I'm there too. Do you know what I mean? He's seen me faking my own death with Troy on a video. The game's up. So I said to Rav, I said, come out of here and get in my car and I'll tell you. But Rav is wary, because he knows now I could just turn on him to cover myself. And he said the lad who's seen it is from Edinburgh and doesn't really want nothing to do with it. But he's told the Yaka. And I'm like, who's the Yaka? And why is he called the Yaka? I'm thinking, I hope it's something to do with computers, do you know what I mean? The Yaka's Dennis's oldest mate. He's a naughty man, and he's got a naughty frame with him. And they aren't based here, or I wouldn't have brought you. And he don't know what you look like as well. He said they're in Marbella, but he has been phoning me asking about you. He doesn't know what you look like, he doesn't know anything about you. But, yeah, he doesn't know it's really you need it, but you know what I mean? It's coming bang on for you. And I'm like, lads. He said, but I've tried to blend it and told him that it couldn't have been you because you're mates with Dennis, do you know what I mean? But you can still put 2 and 2 together. I said, lads, I said, yeah, I'm just going to tell you exactly what happened. I said, here's what happened. I said, we went down the Cockney's, right, and Dennis was there. So what's happened is we've got off and we left the phone there. Do you know what I mean? So we were recording what you were saying. That now, when we come back, Dennis wasn't there, and Cockney told me he'd put Dennis to bed. He'd put 5 in him. Now, Dennis said to the Cockney that he wants me out the way. So they were both plotting and planning. It was me or them, lad, and that's the end of it. Dennis put money on my head and asked Troy to do it, not knowing Troy's my mate. So that's why we're there, and that's why, that's what we went there for in the first place. You know what I mean? He taught Troy done me, and Troy was getting the money off him. That's the only reason we went there. So think about it, Rav. What would you have done? I said, we went back down to see the Cockney, and it was an accident, to be fair. I said, it was an accident. He said, you done it? I said, me. I said, but it was an accident. I'm not going to start saying Levy done it, you know what I mean? So I just thought, you know, if it's on me, it's on me anyway. Maybe I'll take the rap for both of them and just one of them. This is what it is, isn't it? You're getting it either way. So I was just starting, you should have just seen the way he was looking at me. He was priceless. He's like, so you put the Cockney and Dennis to bed? I'm like, well, yeah, lad, but it was me or them. I said, I had no choice, lad. I said, you know, I classed them both as mates, and that's what they were up to. They were just plotting and planning behind your back, lad. They were just, you know, what, lad? It was only a matter of time before one of them got me, lad, you know what I mean? And I was like, this is all because of Levy. I said, it's not all because of Levy. I said, it's because of you as well. I said, if you wouldn't have said that to Levy, none of this would have happened. So it's both your fault, you and Levy. You know, what did I do? I'm the victim in all this. He's like, oh, typical Scousers, always playing the victim. But I can see by his demeanour, he knows I'm right, and he knows I had to do it. Now, you've got to remember, no one knows where I live, or anyone in my firm. No one knows where none of them live, except for the Crip. They only know the Crip's location of the playing match, but not his other house. So now, yet again, poor Crip has to get out of there and can't go home again until further notice. So I said to Rav, listen, I said, where's this leave us? He said, it's not my business, mate. It turns out better for me, but I wouldn't like to see any harm come to you, do you know what I mean? He said, so I'll try my best to blend it, if it's possible to blend it with the Aka, because he's only going off hearsay. He doesn't know anything really, but he knows it's Troy, so Troy needs a heads up. I'm like, sound, lad, shakes his hand and gets off, see you later. So on the way back in the car, phones the Crip, I'm like, lad, get out the gaff, if you're in the gaff, empty the gaff. And he's just like, again, I'm like, yeah, what's happened? I said, nothing, doesn't matter, lad. So I thought, I need to phone Troy. So on the way back, I phoned Troy. Troy just like sounds and not asked, but he's speaking with like this excitement, like he's happy about it. It's bizarre, but it's putting me at ease in like a proper weird way. So we're just talking, and he goes,
Scouse, do you think they'll calm down if we send them Dennis's teeth back?
oh my God, so I'm just laughing my head off, just thinking this kid is an absolute lunatic, well more than I ever thought. And like, I knew he was mad anyway, just like from knowing him, but it's just another level. Like he's just not asked about nothing at all. So it gets back to mine and my head's gone. So I pause a bit with Tosh, racks a flat line up, and we just end up sitting there talking till proper bell. So Levy's ringing me, but I'm blanking him. He's ringing Tosh and he's blanking him. And Levy just thinks he's missing out on something. He's got like proper fear of missing out syndrome and thinks you don't like him if you don't answer the phone to him. But I just can't be bothered with him, honestly. He's caused all this, and it's me using the firing line for it. And this is like serious threat to life. These aren't playing round. So by now it's going light outside, so it's time for bed. Tosh, he's staying in mine. Tosh's like, yeah, I'm staying in my room. He calls the biggest spare room in mine his room. And like, he doesn't even let Levy sleep in it or anyone, even if he's not there. So I'm like, oh, lad, I'm going to bed. I'll do this when we get up. He's like, come on, Sam, lad. Now, I'm not telling anyone except Levy and Robbie, not even Degsy, because if I start telling Degs, it'll burst his bubble. And I've already phoned the Crip on the way back from Scotland and told him to move the pie and mash. So that's all sorted, you know what I mean? But we'll have to just see what happens tomorrow.